In the swanky royal pads of Raja Fateh Chand Maini and his queen, Rani Maini, life wasn't all gold and glory. Sure, they had the bling, the power, and a kingdom to rule, but their palace carried this heavy, unshakable vibe of emptiness. The one thing they couldn't buy or command? A child to continue their legacy, a light to brighten their future. This whole barren deal was like a shadow hanging over their royal life, making their riches feel hollow. In the middle of this emotional downer, one of Rani Maini's closest confidants stepped in, bringing a spark of hope. "Majestic Queen," she began, her tone dripping with reverence and a touch of mystique. "There's this revered sage, Pandit Shiv Dutt, who chills by the sacred Ganges. Word is, his prayers are like priority mail to the heavens. If anyone can hook you up with some divine blessings, it's this guy. You should totally pay him a visit." Clinging to this lifeline of hope, the royal duo set out, making their way to the holy riverbanks. There they found Pandit Shiv Dutt, a straight-up embodiment of wisdom, humility, and compassion. The moment the king and queen laid out their heartfelt plea, the sage locked eyes with them, and in that instant, he felt their pain. Eyes welling with empathy, Pandit Shiv Dutt turned to the queen and, with a voice that sounded like it was tuned to the celestial FM, said, "Rejoice, Rani Maini. Today's the day the heavens have blessed Patna. A divine child, a literal gift from the cosmos, is roaming these streets right now, rolling with his crew." The royal couple exchanged baffled glances. What did the sage mean? Who was this cosmic child? Seeing their confusion, Pandit Shiv Dutt elaborated, "The child you seek is none other than young Gobind Rai, the one destined to change the course of history. If your heart is pure and your intentions are solid, you'll find him soon enough." Intrigued but unsure, Rani Maini pressed for guidance. But how do we meet him? How do we bring him into our lives? A knowing smile lit up the sage's face. "It's simple," he said. "Go home, prepare a feast, not with your royal chefs, but with your own hands. Pour your heart into it. If your intentions are pure, you won't need to seek him out. He'll find you." With fresh hope blazing in their hearts, the royal couple returned to their palace. Rani Maini got straight to work, trading her royal robes for a humble apron, metaphorically speaking, and throwing herself into the kitchen. Every dish she prepared was infused with love, devotion, and prayer. By the time the feast was laid out in the grand hall, it wasn't just food, it was a heartfelt offering, a bridge between her longing and the divine. The king and queen sat in silence, their hearts racing with anticipation. And then it happened. The palace gates boomed with a rhythmic knock, echoing like some cosmic drumbeat. Servants rushed to open the doors, and there he was. Gobind Rai, the divine child himself, flanked by his crew. Walking into the palace with the swagger of a natural-born king, Gobind Rai didn't just enter. He owned the moment. His crew, wide-eyed and awestruck, followed behind him, soaking in the grandeur of a place that was once off-limits to them. Inside, Rani Maini, still deep in prayer, felt a sudden warmth, like a sunbeam piercing her heart. Gobind Rai's voice rang out, filled with joy and longing. In a heartbeat, he leaped into the queen's lap, wrapping her in a hug that radiated love. Tears streamed down Rani Maini's face as she held him close, feeling a connection that went beyond words, beyond time. Hand in hand, she led him to the feast she had lovingly prepared. Gobind Rai's crew wasted no time diving in, laughing and eating like they just hit the jackpot. Watching them, the queen felt her heart swell. This wasn't just a meal. It was a celebration of love, unity, and divine grace. When the feast wound down, Gobind Rai turned to the queen, his eyes sparkling with wisdom. "Today," he said, "these kids, who once couldn't even step near your palace, are dining here as your honoured guests. Their smiles are my greatest joy. Ask for anything, Mata, and I promise my cosmic father will make it happen." Overwhelmed, Rani Maini found her voice. "Divine child," she said, her words trembling with emotion, "bless me with a son, a child who embodies your spirit, your righteousness." Gobind Rai smiled, his expression a mix of kindness and power. "If that's what you truly wish, consider it done. Our bond is eternal, Mata." And just like that, the queen's heart overflowed with gratitude. Gobind Rai had given her a gift far greater than she could have imagined, a glimpse of divine love, a bond that transcended the earthly realm. From that day on, Gobind Rai became a fixture in the palace, not as a guest, but as family. He guided the king and queen with wisdom far beyond his years, teaching them about justice, compassion, and governance. The palace, once a symbol of wealth and power, became a sanctuary of love, joy, and divine wisdom. Under Gobind Rai's influence, the kingdom thrived and its people basked in the light of his teachings. This wasn't just the story of a barren queen and a divine child. It was the beginning of a legacy. Gobind Rai, the boy who would become Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th Guru of the Sikhs, left a mark on their hearts and on history itself, a testament to love, devotion, and cosmic destiny. And so this tale lived on, whispered by rivers, sung in palaces, and etched in the hearts of generations. A timeless epic of a mother's longing, a child's divine presence, and the power of unwavering faith.